This is Bill, a well-rounded, witty, sexy ladies man who also happens to be one of the best chefs on the planet, and he has friends in high places. These are Bill's friends. These fine people aren't just food gurus. They work for some of the most beautiful and powerful men and women in the world. They're cooking up Bill's Feast, a program that brings you a delicious blend of food and fame with a pinch of gossip and a dash of glory. Can you imagine a more intoxicating spread?
We're traveling off around the world to visit some exciting locations. The kitchens of chefs to kings, queens, presidents, heads of state, to bring you some exciting recipes for our very special feasts.
Bill takes us through the back doors and into the cellars and places of fine cooking in palaces and presidential mansions across the planet. There, he and his gourmet friends prepare a feast for celebrities or government leaders or royalty or just the plain old rich and famous.
Feast is food, it's fun, it's travel, it's getting into the kitchens, into the insides of famous chefs, learning their tricks of the trade, those special little recipes that we can steal and come back and enjoy in our own home. Please join me for Feast and see the world.
Wherever the series goes, Bill's Feast combs the streets for local cooking adventures before joining his friends in high-security kitchens.
It's important that the chefs that are serving the First Family day in, day out are aware of nutritional values in all the foods and be sure that we keep the family as healthy as possible. Security is one of the major concerns that we have in making sure that the food that the First Family gets is in good condition. We'll order it from the various purveyors and set the standard, but actually the guys from the Secret Service go out and pick it up just to be sure that everything's on the up and ups. Obviously you can leave nothing to chance when you're doing a state menu. It's not like being in a restaurant or a hotel. If it doesn't work out right, you just comp the meal and send them on our way. We don't want to start any international incidents. We don't worry necessarily so much about anybody but the First Lady. If she's happy, everybody's happy. That's the way we look at it.
And bon appetit. It's rustic, flavorful, with a little help from the USA.
My pleasure, Bill. Thanks a lot.
It's about really going into the kitchens that we've never had a chance to go into. Feast will be a feast.
Imagine kitchens like Buckingham Palace, where one has to sign piles of confidentiality agreements just to get into the scullery. Well, Bill does it in style, with the help of his cooking connections on the inside.
Well, I originally worked as an apprentice at Vauxhall Motors in the catering department, and from there I went to work on a temporary basis at the Royal Household Buckingham Palace, and I've been there ever since, and that was 1960. When a foreign dignitary visits, we always have a certain amount of background material given to us. We then ask questions relevant to those background details and react accordingly.
What do celebrities eat? What fine cuisine stimulates the amazing minds that rule this world? Bill's Feast reveals poignant details, not only about the faces behind the food, but about the people who consume it.
Everything he said and he did, you know, I mean, he was very concerned about myself and my family. He was always asking about my family and if they're okay. And he said, I want you to treat me like you treat your father.
We had 4 seasons in Finland. Every season brings out the best. Like this time it's crayfish. And our president he's also the hunter. So whatever he catches, we make it.
What we're going to do today is we've blanched the crayfish, we've taken the meat from the shell, and we've taken this little tambal dish, we've buttered the dish and we've lined it with the meat. We're then going to make a lovely mousse, and the mousse from the trimmings of the crayfish with some eggs, some cream, And yesterday when we went to buy the spices at the shop, we bought this lovely biryani spice.
Our president and our first lady, they are very open, friendly people. They come straight to the kitchen and analyzed that what they really like most, and always wondering how did you do it, and showing appreciation. Beautiful.
In the kitchen it's hot, it's stressful. What do you do to relax?
I guess I'm dancing night away. It makes me feel so good. Should we try?
And the president,
Yeah.
he's never seen
You
you.
just take my hand and I like this, very good and proud. And we go with this foot. Yeah.
This foot?
And like slow.
You can never tell what's going to pop out of the pot on Bill's feast. It's quirky, it's unexpected.
You turn and it's kind of sexy too. Twice like
And the
this.
surprises aren't always on the menu.
Turn. Oh, you feel so warm here.
It's the stove.
Now it's time for massage.
Kat, I don't want my wife to see this. Cut this out.
Bill's feast is adventure, it's intrigue, it's wit, it's culture, it's entertainment, and of course, it's sublimely delicious. It is best described as great food cooked by great artists for great people.
We're going to be inviting some of the world's greatest chefs, funniest chefs, even naughtiest chefs to cook together and bring to you the best recipes you've ever seen. Why don't you join me for the series Bill's Feast? Happy cooking.
Join us for Bill's Feast.